The Wii U is now known as Nintendo's most hated console, but have you ever wondered if this hatred is deserved? Because today, we're going to talk about this historic console that represented a big failure for Nintendo. I warn you that at the end of the video, you'll hear my opinion. Without wasting too much time, let's start talking about its release, which was announced at E3 2011, and from that moment, the first problems began to arise. Starting with the name, they could have called it Wii 2 or anything else. But instead, they chose to add a U, which only caused confusion. Even the announcement itself was unclear and didn't explain the capabilities of the Wii U. Additionally, the advertising communication was confusing and didn't highlight the improvements of the Wii U. This announcement alone made the Wii U seem like an upgraded version of the Wii and not a new console. Now I want to talk to you about the console and all its problems. Let's start with the graphics, which are in HD, and a big change from the Wii's 480p resolution. The problem is that during its release period, the PS4 and Xbox One were also released, so you can understand what I mean. There's no comparison between the Wii U and these giants. Let's continue talking about the games. There is a lack of third-party games, and in general, the games do not take advantage of the pad's features, such as motion sensors. Speaking of the pad, it also has issues. Let's start with its size, which, even though it's not the biggest problem, can be cumbersome. The pad can be used connected to the TV or playing on the pad's screen. The idea is not bad at all, but it has some problems. The first is that it has a limited range of action. If you are connected to the TV and move a few meters away with the pad, it will disconnect. Finally, it has a low battery life, from 3 to 5 hours. If you've reached this point in the video, you might think the Wii U is terrible and hasn't brought anything good. Instead, you're wrong, because the Wii U has some positive aspects. The first is that over time it has brought many memorable games, such as Super Mario Maker, Super Mario 3D World, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, the port of The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD, and many others. It also has excellent backward compatibility with Wii games. And finally, it must be remembered that it is thanks to the Wii U that we have the Nintendo Switch. Due to its marketing and technical errors, Nintendo applied the improvements to the Nintendo Switch, which today is one of the best-selling consoles of all time. In my opinion, the Wii U was an attempt at innovation with poor results, where serious marketing errors were made, and there was poor communication, but it cannot be said that from a video game perspective, it did not bring titles that are still acclaimed today. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. See you in the next video.